fascinating because you're under contract, so it's like you wake up one day. You just said you're 5 members, and then you said you're now 4 members. Do you just wake up one day and a member's like gone?
So she just had other artistic like ambitions, and we were just like, if that's what makes you happy, go ahead.
Oh, so she chose to leave.
Yeah, she chose to leave. I know there's a lot of drama with like other groups that have like people leaving and like, oh my gosh, and they call them out on Twitter or whatever social media platform. But ours was just very like, if you don't want to do it, it's totally fine. Do your thing. And I think she's going through stuff. So like, it's like, who's not going through that? And I think our group was very like, just not, I don't say it wasn't chill. It was just like, we understand. So, cause it's like the worst part about like K-pop is that in the end, a lot of the groups are just very manufactured, and we're like a billion different people being put into one group, and we have to spend 24 hours with each other. You're gonna go crazy. Oh yeah. Eventually.
Yeah, because it wasn't naturally like fit.
Yeah. So, but luckily there are groups that like do stick together.
Backstreet Boys, dude. Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Have not got. They've been together for 40 years.
Backstreet's back. All right.
But yeah, in the end, it was just kind of like we all get it, and it's just like, if you're not happy doing something as a friend, we don't want to hold you back from your happiness.
That's so American.
Have you ever seen somebody get kicked out?
Oh yeah.
It's like, you're not boy bandy enough, or like that kind of thing.
Do they get kicked out because they're not good enough?
To be really honest, I feel really bad for the person I technically kind of replaced. Because there were people, the girl trainees that were training with me at the time, a lot of them already trained for like 3 to 5, 6 years. Whoa. And you had this...
you replace somebody?
Because just take a yeah, kind of. I don't.
Did you see her?
But I bet it felt good. You're like, I only trained a year and a half.
Did you see her leave crying, holding a little plant and stuff?
That little office box
with the stapler in it. Was it like stapler and probably mascara and some mousse?
Stuffed animal.
She cleared her K-pop desk.
Like basically, because our group FX was basically made with girls that train less than 5 years, and most girls train for like 6, 7.
And they still sucked?
And they were actually really talented, and that's what I felt even worse, because when you go into the company, these are the girls that take care of you because they've been there for so long.
The veterans.
And so like when our group got put together, it's just like, what the, like, like the hierarchy in Korean culture, it's like, why is my junior like in this group? It kind of hurts, but they were all really nice girls.
Yeah.
But I actually still keep in touch with a couple of them, and it was just like, I was just like, are you happy? They're like, yeah, I'm actually really happy, like doing my own thing. There's a girl in Red Velvet who's actually a junior group of ours that debuted, I think at least 3-4 years after us.
Yeah.
And her name is Sergi. She's actually my trainee senior. Like she's younger than me, but she actually was in the company before me.
Oh wow.
So I was like,
it's like a sorority.
Yeah. So every time like I would go back to the company like before she debuted, I'd be like, when are you debuting, man? I want to see you on stage. And then like she's like, I don't know yet. But she was there for 7 years, 8 years. I was like, but she's super talented. She's killing it right now. And like,
What about the chick that you replaced? Were you like, when are you debuting? I'm just kidding.
Oh damn, brutal.
A lot of them are actually pretty like, they're actually kind of happy that they kind of left, because like you're just in the company for a long time not knowing what's gonna happen, and you don't know when you're gonna debut.
It's just like a talent incubator, right? Like you just don't know when's gonna.
You never know when you're gonna debut, so we're all competing to debut, and it's just like,
Dang.
Oh, so it's just a talent factory up until the time that they decide to release you.
Yes, in very, very bold terms, yes.
Has anyone tried to sabotage you?
No.
During the training?
No, actually, no.
Oh, I would imagine like some pageant girl drama stuff.
They throw marbles and while they're trying to dance to break your ankle.
Typical like high school drama, that kind of stuff, but like you can't not really any sabotaging. Just
no one put glue in your shampoo?
No one put X-Lax in your coffee or anything?
I don't know when this is gonna air, but let's just say not the trainees, but other people in the company definitely try to sabotage me. But luckily I debuted, and they're not in the picture anymore.
When they try to sabotage, what does that mean?
They put kimchi in her motherfucking coffee.
They would basically slip something to the exact saying blah 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 blah.
Oh.
Like be in people's ear.
Yeah, like the guy that like I knew pushed for me like crazy was the main choreographer.
The guy that's eating the popsicle in K-Town?
Yeah.
He's the boss of the boss.
Oh, okay.
He owns the company.
Our main choreographer, like, he still says to this day, like, you know, keep doing whatever the fuck makes you happy, because he knows that, like, I'm just very driven, like, to do my shit.
That's tight.
And I was like, thank you for, I'm like, I knew you were the guy that pushed me to debut.
Oh, that's really cool.
He's like, you do whatever the fuck makes you happy while wearing all white and having swoopy hair.
Exactly. Pretty much that.
Before you were discovered, what did you want to do? Was it music?
I wanted to do bioengineering or like environmental science and stuff.
Do you still dabble in that?
How do you dabble in that? It's so complicated.
You can. You can.
I dabble in nuclear energy on the side.
She could be doing some light reading. I don't know.
My mental capacity will not let me learn more about that stuff, but like I still like.
And you kind of also need a lab too.
Yeah, and like you know, like test subjects. You know.
My weekend gig is I work at a nuclear power plant. Just Saturdays.
Fucking fun.
It's because you know what I thought of immediately when she said that? I thought of Bose, because she reads statistics for fun. So that's why I'm like, oh, do you dabble in it? Like,
I see.
So I try, at least like with my job, I think the only way that I can help my other goal is to like maybe get enough money to fund these cool projects that like are coming out with like more energy friendly stuff or, you know, environmental cleanups. And like I would try to like, I would search up if I had time to like go to an actual trash cleanup, because I want to get my hands dirty. I don't want to just give money would be amazing too, but I don't have that money yet, so I just want to like be more involved in the actual local like cleanups and like, you know, just do more charity work in that sense. But my sister is really big in you know, nonprofit and stuff like that, so I would try to like educate myself as much as I can, but I'm also just really stupid.
What kind of nonprofit does she do? Does she take out the plastic in the ocean?
Yes.
Okay.
And she does. She did a lot of like what do you call it? Women's rights stuff, and you know, that like more like social stuff. I actually don't remember.
My sister's a veterinarian, and so she had to.
Animal rights?
Part of her.
Yeah.
Well, part of.
Oh yeah, animal rights too.
Part of her college credit and all that shit was she had to volunteer at this like facility for sheltered animals or some shit.
Yeah.
San Diego Zoo?
Yeah, it's something like that, but it was like in the mountains, and I had to go with her, and like, you know, you get that thing in your heart where you're like, it's fucking charity and all this shit, and then I'm like clean up owl shit and all this stuff, and I'm like, fuck this, I'm never doing this shit again.
Me and Bar volunteered at a hospital, and I helped the grandma take a shit, and I said, fuck this, it's not for me.
Yeah.
How do you help a grandma take a shit?
yeah, how'd that happen?
She's like holding your shoulders.
No, like me and the LVN, not the nurse, but whatever. Like we all had to like
The reform cholo?
move her to the side so he could pull out the bedpan and clean that and all that. And I'm just like,
To be really honest,
I'm just
though,
like, fuck.
There are like if that's not for you, I think you'd be great at like there's this thing that people in Korea do where you deliver coal to places that don't have heaters, and I do that every year as much as I can.
Coal.
Yeah, coal. Like
You got big coal rocks.
Like the briquettes, I think that they're called. Yeah, briquettes. So like we deliver those things, and like, it's just heavy shit, and it's like labor. It's like you have
How
to.
do you not power trip over them? Like if I had a backpack full of coal and this guy's like, oh, thank God you're here. I'm like, oh, really? Do you want?
Because they're actually really nice to you too.
Do you look them in the eyes as you turn on their heater and you're like, are you really thankful?
They're actually not there most of the time, so you just basically just go to this thing and then.
I just buy an electric stove with a solar charger and then I bring that over.
Well, there's a lot of places that don't have like electricity and.
I don't have sun, Joe.
I just need.
Damn it, it's Korea.
Here's the thing. When I'm cleaning up owl shit, it's not rewarding because the owl doesn't say thank you.
But when it turns its head like 270 degrees.
That grandma didn't say
That's
thank you.
sick. That is sick. But see, in your position, you get no reward for this shit. Where's your feedback?
I get a work. If I had to be very just like if I need to get something out of it, I get a workout out of it because the next day my legs look amazing.
But if you had a cold person hugging you or something, I think that's nice. Gives you some.
Thank you so much.
A little bit of fish.
Get off me.